Hey guys, it's Michelle here, the founder and CEO of ihelpmoms.com, where we are on a mission to make motherhood easier, healthier, and happier by connecting you to the world's best experts on childhood development. And today I am so excited to have Joy Acaso in the house, the founder of Proactive Parenting. And we are going to be talking about something so important, so groundbreaking, yet so few parents know about this. I think as parents, so many of us want our kids to be productive. We want our kids to find their fulfillment and their passion, but yet we miss this vital component called a growth mindset. So I wanted to ask Joy to define for us first, what is a growth mindset? And then the role it plays in helping our children to really develop that grit, that intrinsic motivation that you and I talk about so often.
So growth mindset is actually a study that Carol Dweck started, and she defines it as seeing challenges as opportunities for learning rather than giving up on failure, on mistakes, and just really embracing those opportunities. And also, growth mindset is really about believing that intelligence can be developed.
Wow, that is amazing. So many of us pay for the tutors, want our kids to get those ACE tests and depend on our teachers for so much of it, when really so much of it can be done right in our home, helping our children to understand that those challenges, those things that may come up in life are just an opportunity for them to expand their skill sets. That is so amazing. So let's talk about, however, how we can work with our children's teachers, with our family members. And, I have a really good instance of this. My husband's mom is amazing. And she asked me, she said, how do I handle this with your daughter? How do you want me as grandma to handle this? And I so appreciated that. Her not just taking the decision. They're from Philly, so they definitely have one subset of child rearing. I grew up in Oregon, different subset of child rearing, and both are good.
Yes.
But I love that she was willing to work with me on what I wanted philosophically for our family. So let's talk about how can we help our village to understand the growth mindset and working with our kids.
I think it's the first thing that we need to understand is that we do have a huge impact on our children's mindset. And so as a village, we can learn together. We can make it fun, right? And then introduce that topic and say, this is something that I've kind of been learning, and I want to share it with you, and how growth mindset really stands firm on the belief that intelligence is not an inborn thing. It's not something that we're born with and that's it, but it's actually something that develops through mistakes, through new experiences. When we try new things, our brain actually grows.
That is absolutely amazing. I just love that. So let's get into the actual strategies of when our kids come against that obstacle, when they're on that playing field and they may lose the game or they miss that basket. How do we, in those moments, what do we say? What do we actually tell our kids to help building that growth mindset?
That's a great question. Real life, right, practical applications that we can use growth mindset. So when something like that happens and we see our children go through like the pain of having made a mistake or maybe something that they see as a failure, we need to first listen. Listening is part of growth mindset so that they can express exactly what they're feeling. We cannot go into the fix-it mode right away and take them out of their pain or their experience. They need to really feel that. And then we can offer, what we notice. Like, I noticed that you progressed a lot from the last game that you did. And making sure that we are specific on the effort. And the hard work and the work ethic.
So no good jobs. We hear so many parents, and I fall into the trap too, saying, good job. Yeah. That does nothing for helping our kids to grow and continue to develop those specific skills.
Yes, or like saying like, oh, you're a genius. You're so smart. That is not growth mindset. That's actually what we call fixed mindset. And so we have to be able to really observe their effort, observe their work ethic, and then bring it back to them and say, you know, I noticed this is what you were doing and this is what worked for you.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. So I want to delve into a little bit more about when we're talking about specific things that they do. You know, let's give additional examples for parents. So if we're doing homework with our child and we notice that instead of saying, oh, good job on that math problem, or that was easy for you, what can we exemplify in that homework?
So we can say something like, wow, you didn't give up. I saw that you persisted. You know, you got it wrong at the first try, but you didn't give up.
So a lot of times, like when my daughter's reading, it takes all my patience in the whole wide world. And I honestly don't think I'm the only parent to think this. But, you know, I'll just talk to her about like, wow, I really liked how you sounded that word out and you didn't stop until you used all of the syllables to get through it. Or, you know, last time in math, I was trying to hold it together again. But I said, you know, I liked how you slowed down and you took time to look at the whole picture of the math problem. So it takes, I guess what I'm getting at by being self-deprecating is it takes practice for us as parents to not just be lazy and say, good job, let's be done with it, I'm tired. But the lasting impact of us focusing on their specific skills, on their ability to move through tough things. What does that result in building in them character-wise? What is that? Is it grit? Is it intrinsic motivation? And also expand on that in what it builds inside themselves.
Yes, all of those things in combination. So it's very interesting because Angela Duckworth, who researched on grit, has so many things to say about growth mindset by Carol Dweck. So there's an integration of the two. And it's really about not giving up and the persistence to commit to the goals and to commit to what results our children want to see, and we are there to guide them along it.
Yeah, I love that. I think all of us want our kids to find their passion in life, and we don't want to have to hold their hand their whole life. We want to let them spread their wings and fly and really find deep fulfillment. And it starts right now with the integration of the growth mindset in our household. So I thank you for instilling your knowledge. We love Joy. She's an amazing childhood development and really specializes in kids with anxiety and helping families to coach their kids to be the best that they can be through great parenting. So we'll see you guys next time. Any questions, feel free to email us at info@ihelpmoms.com. Bye-bye.